I just finished filming the video that you're about to see, Jenna, and it's a lot of my voice sounding like that, and a lot of me just sort of rambling back and forth. I have this new hairstyle going today. It's called, I put my hair back nicely in a clip before I went to go right at the cafe, and then I slept for 3 hours. Okay, that'll do. As suggested by the one and only you, I'm going to talk a little bit about movie trends and how they annoy me. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Entertainment Weekly, but magazines like that and the entertainment section of any newspaper or news site says the same stuff repeatedly. If a movie has any magic whatsoever, it's the next Harry Potter and the next Twilight. If a movie is in any way dystopian or features an action-y female lead, it's the next Hunger Games. And all this is kind of funny because the Hunger Games was billed as the next Twilight because it had 2 love interests, and Twilight was billed as the next Harry Potter because it had magic? I don't even count Twilight as having magic, really. They just, like, run around really fast. It's not magic. That's called being an Olympian. And it is somewhat magical. Why are we as a society so obsessed with these things? I honestly don't think that these trends are reflecting something important about our society, other than the fact that there was one successful franchise and studios said, easy money. Harry Potter broke all sorts of records. Everyone wants to be Harry Potter. And Twilight and the Hunger Games definitely lived up to a certain amount of that hype. So everyone wants to be Twilight and the Hunger Games. It is so expensive to make a movie. And I think I understand that a little less abstractly now that I've worked on sets for really short, really low budget films. Even if you're just making something that's 15 minutes long for Subway, you still have a couple dozen employees. You have to buy tons of supplies, costumes, plywood, styrofoam, paint, all the tools. You might have to rent equipment like cameras, stands, lights. You have to rent spaces. Just for that show, we had a big sound stage. We had a house. We had to pay the people to not live in their house for 2 days. We had a forest scene, and we had a scene in a Subway, which we probably didn't have to pay for. I don't know, I wasn't there. The sandwich shop, not the choo-choo. Which is funny because Subway trains don't go choo-choo, and when you eat a sandwich, you chew. So that was really useless. I don't quite understand the reasoning for this, but making movies has gotten a lot more expensive in the past few decades. And studios are a lot less likely to spend their money on things that aren't a given. Movies tend to fall into these comfort zones. The superhero movies of the 2000s. How many Batmans are there going to be? People do go for movies that are similar to other movies that they like. So it sets up a movie in a good place if it's just like all the ones before. This just becomes a problem when there aren't any unique movies, when every movie in the theater is either a direct sequel or the next Hunger Games. I still like movies. I still like big movies. My final thought, I wish there were more variety. I found this under my bed today. I like how symmetrical my background is, and then I slept for another 3 hours this afternoon, so despite the cold, I'm kind of like, I got rest. It's a combination of well-rested and well-loopy. Oh my god. Jumping off the cliffs. Edward. Those are some bad movies, yo.